Welcome back to House Blend on SCV TV. I'm your host, Stephen K. Peoples, and our next band hails from the Santa Clarita Valley. They have a large following among rock, reggae, and funk fans around Southern California. Joining us are Casey, Jamie, and Michael of Kounterfeit Change. Thanks for coming, guys.
Our pleasure. Thanks for having us.
All right. Now, coincidentally, Welcome, I'm welcoming you. Welcome was the name of is the name of the song that you guys are going to perform in a few minutes. What's the story behind that?
Basically, just we believe that, sometimes it can get lonely, and everybody has a time where they feel that they're not exactly in their place. They're not exactly at home. And we're writing a song that just kind of includes everybody and lets everybody know that no matter what you might be going through now, music can always be home. And that's the idea we're trying to get across.
So you can always go home to music. It will always welcome you home.
Just put in your iPod and you can be right at home no matter what you're doing.
There you go. Now, it was great. You guys did an acoustic performance of the song, which is pretty rare. We're really excited about that. Now, I know from seeing you guys in full band mode, it's a kind of an interesting process to break it down to an acoustic performance like this. How did you guys go about doing that, and how did you rehearse it?
Well, basically, the song started out actually as an acoustic itself. In a lot of ways, like, we just usually either write electric or acoustic, so there's a lot of switch off between that.
So it starts off as an acoustic demo, so you guys just basically stripped it back to, the bare essentials.
Yeah, basically.
Cool, cool. All right, so can you give us a brief history of the group, how it was formed, KC, I think?
Yeah, it came together, Kounterfeit Change, spelled with a K.
Yeah.
It came together here in Santa Clarita. It was originally Super Jive a ways back. They were doing still reggae rock, but there was a different singer. They got rid of that singer, and we kind of just rewrote all the songs, came up with our whole entire different feel that we all melded together to make, and gave it a name, Kounterfeit Change.
Now, what's the deal behind the name?
The name, we feel, I guess that right now we're at a time of social change and a social awareness that we haven't seen really in a long time. And it seems like those that are claiming the change are the same ones that are kind of holding us back from the change, which would bring you to Kounterfeit Change. And we feel that we could be a band that kind of says what we are up front and then helps to move the change along so that we can be honest and upfront about what we're trying to do.
Now, starting off, you played, small gigs and so forth, but it's not small anymore. You're playing to some pretty substantial audiences now. How did that kind of evolve, and how did the fan base build? How did you work on that?
It's come a long way, definitely. Thanks. Our first couple shows were parties, lots of parties. We played a lot of parties. We're kind of like a party band, I guess. It seemed in the beginning we could always give some good entertainment to the college crowds and such. Then we got a couple of gigs here in Santa Clarita, thanks to Brett Lieberman and Good Karma Productions, and so we got together with them, and we got some shows at the VU here in Santa Clarita and a couple other local spots, and that was awesome. Then we did the Summer Meltdown, which kind of put us on a different plateau, we were playing at a festival, we were playing with big name bands, with Swayze. That was really a lot of fun the first time around. With Swayze and Cisco Adler, what's that?
Dirty Heads.
Yeah, the Dirty Heads, that was really fun. And, the first time we didn't have really much exposure here in the Valley.
That was last year, 2009, right?
Right, it was the first year that we did it. And we didn't have too much exposure at the time, so it was, although I believe we put on a pretty good show, so everybody really enjoyed it. They still liked the music, but they didn't know the words.
Right.
So this time around, we were able to do a preview for all the high schools. We actually got to go to all the high schools here in the Valley, and we played for their lunch period, and we played after school, and they really got into the music ahead of time. We got to sign some autographs and stuff like that, so they could go home with something.
That's
and,
cool.
So the next time we played it this year, and it was just really nice. People were singing along. Everybody was there for us. They were really supporting us, and it felt really good.
Well, you're supporting a really good cause when you do Summer Meltdown. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I think that just alone that the students are able to put on a festival of that magnitude is commendable in their own. I think that the kids really deserve the credit for what they're able to put together. And then the Yes I Can Foundation, everything that they're able to do, just with the social inclusion. It's a concert where nobody feels like they're in the back and not being, everybody's just dancing together, having a good time.
Everybody's welcome.
Exactly. And we even like to play a show like that because it's a different atmosphere. It's less threatening. It's a lot more fun. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, now the song that we're going to hear now. Tell us a little bit more about the new material that you're going to be working on.
Well, we have half of our album more or less done. Right now, we're just writing brand new songs. We want to make sure that, because we've been writing these songs for 2 years now, a little over 2 years.
Right.
We want to make sure that because we've grown so much, that our album reflects that growth. Okay. So we're writing brand new songs, and Welcome is one of the brand new songs that we wrote. We actually just wrote it earlier last week. It was really cool.
All right, super. So it's real fresh.
Yes, it is.
All right, great. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about the album after we hear the song.
Awesome. All right.
So here on House Blend, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Counterfeit Change with Welcome.
Why do you walk around with that lonely look on your face? You just keep wandering around like you have not found your place. But if you feel that you feel you're by yourself, why don't you open up both eyes and say hi to everyone else? And if you feel that this may not work for you, don't mind me, just keep doing the things you do. But if you feel like you're still out there alone, well, just relax in the rhythm, the music is your home. Ooh, music is your home. Oh, you can try not to be too surprised in all the morals that you can't compromise. But if you feel afraid, we're here. Finding shelter in the melody, you have nothing to fear. But if you feel that this may not work for you, don't mind me, just keep doing them things you do. But if you feel like you're still out here alone, well, just relax in the rhythm, the music is your home. Ooh, the music is your home. Ooh, check it out. This thing ain't temporary, this is our sanctuary. Two lives so necessary to have a home so extraordinary. Extraordinary. Oh, you can try not to be too ashamed. And in the earlier instance, I could not recall your name. But if we get too close, you'll see that there's a bright light that shines just for you and me. And if you feel like this may not work for you, don't mind me, just keep doing them things you do. But if you feel like you're still out there alone, well, just relax in the rhythm, the music is your home.
Counterfeit Change with Welcome, a new song that's not on the band's first EP, also titled Counterfeit Change, here on House Blend at SCV TV. That was awesome, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, now the EP was released when?
Around 2009. We recorded over at Command Audio, actually, here in Santa Clarita. Good Karma Music actually is the one that helped us get connected with them, and
with Robbie and the crew over there.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, basically we had to record it in like 3 days, something like that, and just made sure we had a product going out there when some kind of music to give to people when we started getting out there more.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Welcome was kind of a preview of the new album that you're working on, and Casey, you mentioned earlier you had about half of it in the can already. So what's the plan to finish it off now?
The upcoming album called On Reserve. Hopefully that's our working title. Okay. We're going to be going in. We have a couple producers lined up that hopefully will take on the project. We've been recording at Smack Studios with Kevin Church, and that's been a lot of fun so far. And we're hoping to get that all wrapped up real soon. Real soon.
Well, when do you expect that to drop?
Hopefully as soon as possible. And the best way to keep up to date on that, just to see when it's going to come out, is to go onto our website, which is www.counterfeitchange.com, and you spell Counterfeit Change with a K.
Okay, got it. Now the EP and the album, what's different about the EP and the album? How's the sound going to change when people listen to the two things back to back?
I think that the EP was basically written and recorded within like the first 3-4 months of us being together, if not a little bit less. So there wasn't much development with that, and we were kind of in a hurry. We had to bang it out, 6 songs. This one's going to be full length, and it's going to be a very developed sound. And the best part about it is the longer we get to spend in the studio, the better our songs get, and then we get to bring that back onto the stage, and that's really where the fun is. So it's going to be a developed sound, a much more developed sound.
Definitely, and you got a bunch of videos on YouTube from performances around.
Yeah, definitely. Just search Kounterfeit Change. We've got a lot from like the Key Club. We have some performances, also from Summer Meltdown last time, and
Cat Club.
A lot of that stuff. Cat Club, yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, well, listen, we really appreciate you guys coming down and playing with us and talking with us today. We'll look forward to seeing you out. Playing more gigs around town, and we knew you when.
Exactly.
Thanks again.
Thanks for having us, Peoples, and thanks to the TV guys for having us.
Thank you.
Great. It was our pleasure.
Awesome.
And that's a wrap for this edition of House Blend on SCV TV. Thanks to Shay Astar, Gary McGrath, and the guys from Kounterfeit Change for being our special guests.
Right.
Again, if you're a solo artist or have a group and you'd like to appear on the show, or if you're a music fan and would like to come down and be part of the studio audience for the next taping, send us an email at houseblend@scvtv.com. I'm your host, Stephen K. Peoples, and until next time, happy trails.
But if you feel that this may not work for you, don't mind me, just keep doing the things you do. But if you feel like you're still out here alone, well, just relax in the rhythm, the music is your home. Ooh, music is your home. Ooh.